Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 3-day Paris guide. If you're new here, I'm a travel content creator based between France and the US. So if you're planning a trip to Paris and you want to know what are the things that you absolutely need to see in 3 days, this is the video for you. Let's go. Day 1, Eiffel Tower, Champ de Mars and Saint-Germain-des-Prés. So when you think of Paris, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For me, it's definitely the Eiffel Tower. It is such an iconic landmark, not only in Paris, but also in the world. And I feel like if you go to Paris and you don't visit the Eiffel Tower, you didn't really go to Paris. So the Eiffel Tower is definitely number 1 on my list. When you go to the Eiffel Tower, you can either take a tour or you can just do it by yourself. There are several ways to get to the top of the Eiffel Tower. You can either take the stairs or the elevator. If you take the elevator, you can either stop at the first floor, second floor, or all the way to the top. If you want to save money, you can actually just walk around the first floor and have a picnic. There are plenty of places to sit down and have a picnic around the Eiffel Tower. Another thing that I recommend doing is going to the Champ de Mars, which is the park that is in front of the Eiffel Tower. You can have a picnic there, walk around, enjoy the scenery. It's really nice during the summertime. And also another cool thing to do is to walk along the Seine River. You can either walk towards the Notre Dame Cathedral or towards the other direction, but I feel like walking along the Seine River is just super picturesque. It's something that I love to do whenever I have friends or family visiting me. We always go for a walk along the Seine River. And once you've walked along the Seine River and you've enjoyed the view, I recommend going to the Saint-Germain-des-Prés area. It's a really cute neighborhood filled with lots of cafes, restaurants, and also a very famous bookstore called Shakespeare and Company. This bookstore is super cute. It has several floors and it's filled with lots of English books, but also French books as well. They also host events and you can also buy cool souvenirs. Another thing that I love about this area is that there are lots of art galleries and concept stores. So if you're looking for unique gifts, you can find them in this area. There are also lots of cute little shops. So if you're looking for clothes, accessories, shoes, you can find them in this area. There are also lots of places to eat. So whether you're looking for a quick bite or a nice sit-down meal, you can find them in this area. The second day, Musée d'Orsay, Luxembourg Gardens, and Latin Quarter. The second day, I would recommend visiting the Musée d'Orsay. This museum used to be a train station, and now it's a museum displaying art from the 19th and 20th century. What I love about this museum is that it has a really beautiful glass dome, just like the Louvre Museum. So the light just pours in, and it creates this beautiful effect on the artwork. One of the most famous Impressionist paintings, The Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh, is displayed in the Musée d'Orsay. Another thing that I love about the Musée d'Orsay is that it has a beautiful view of the Seine River and the Jardins du Luxembourg. After you're done visiting the museum, I highly recommend taking a boat tour on the Seine River. There are several companies that offer boat tours. I usually go with Vedettes du Pont Neuf because they have an English-speaking tour, and it's also a hop-on, hop-off. So once you've taken the boat tour, I recommend going to the Jardins du Luxembourg. This is one of my favorite places in Paris because it reminds me of the Central Park in New York. It's a beautiful green space in the middle of the city where you can relax and enjoy the scenery. There are also lots of activities to do here, such as boating on the pond, having a picnic, playing sports, or simply just walking around. If you're feeling romantic, you can even take a horse-drawn carriage ride through the gardens. The Jardins du Luxembourg are also surrounded by beautiful architecture, including the Luxembourg Palace and the Pantheon. After you've spent some time at the gardens, I recommend exploring the Latin Quarter. This is a historic neighborhood that is home to the Sorbonne University. It is also known for its lively atmosphere with lots of cafes, restaurants, and shops. You can also visit the famous Shakespeare and Company bookstore here. And if you're a fan of Harry Potter, you can visit the famous cafe where the first Harry Potter book was written. Day 3, the Louvre Museum, Notre Dame Cathedral, and the Marais district. On the third day, I recommend visiting the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is the largest museum in the world, and it is home to some of the most famous works of art such as the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo. The museum is also very beautiful with lots of interesting architecture and a beautiful glass pyramid. There are several tips that I can share with you about visiting the Louvre Museum. First of all, I recommend buying your tickets online in advance to skip the line. I also recommend that you download the audio guide so you can learn more about the artwork. And finally, I recommend that you focus on one area of the museum so you don't get overwhelmed. The Louvre Museum is very large and it will be impossible to see everything in one day. So just pick one area and explore that area in depth. After you've visited the Louvre Museum, I recommend going to the Notre Dame Cathedral. This is one of the most famous landmarks in Paris, and it is a must-see if you're visiting the city. The cathedral is known for its beautiful architecture, and it is a symbol of Paris. Unfortunately, the cathedral was damaged in a fire in 2019, but it is still open to the public. You can climb up the tower of the cathedral for a stunning view of Paris. And after you've visited the Notre Dame Cathedral, I recommend exploring the nearby Marais district. This is a historic neighborhood that is home to many famous landmarks such as the Picasso Museum and the Centre Pompidou. The neighborhood is also known for its beautiful architecture and its lively atmosphere. So this is my 3-day Paris guide. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it will help you plan your next trip to Paris. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.